We want to begin tonight with the executive order signed by Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson. Now, this afternoon, he detailed the...
Hold on, before we get started, man, we got to do something about these wigs and weaves, man. Like Chewbacca got that DEI hire right there. Man, we gotta do something. It's okay to go natural. It's okay to love you and sport your hair, but this gotta stop.
The plan as President Trump threatens to send federal forces to Chicago. Our Randy Gyllenhaal has more on the plan set forth by the mayor.
Well, tonight on social media, President Trump posting a warning to Illinois as leaders here in Chicago are preparing for the unprecedented.
We do not want to see tanks in our streets.
Yo, just to hear his voice is fucking irritating. Like, the dude just sounds weak and lame. Like, nothing about him screams leadership. It just screams grift. Like, all he cares about is just socialism. You saying you don't want to see tanks on your streets, but you're okay seeing weapons, rifles, whatever these YNs are carrying. You're fine seeing that, but you don't want to see things that are supposed to be on your side. You are putting yourself against the federal government when we're all supposed to be together against what goes against America, which is crime. That's the problem here. This dude really is just putting his ego first. That's all this is. It's like a pissing contest. Instead of realizing, okay, Trump is worried about the safety and concern, you got to change it to he's just trying to take over, or he's trying to set up something for something bigger political. Like, I think further down the road, the Pritzker said something about he just trying to get set up for the election in 2026. That's the problem here. You need to put your ego aside. And what's really going on is this dude doesn't want the crime to stop because it stops his money flow. That's all this is about. Liberals and Democrats, they understand the game. The game is we're making money off social programs put into place that's supposed to fight crime and supposed to treat all these things. It's not curing anything. Because how do you cure it? You empower the police department. You bring in more officers. You bring in the National Guard, which Trump is offering, and you shut all this shit down. But if you shut it down, they money stop. All these people are in this together. All these liberals are in this together, and they think they're being benevolent with these programs, but they're not. They're tricking the people and the residents that are blue, Democrat, into thinking these programs are helping, but people like Brandon Johnson is getting rich off this shit. That's all this is.
We do not want to see families ripped apart.
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson vowed.
See right there, he talking about he don't want to see families ripped apart. These YNs rip families apart every night, every day now. So what would it do to let Trump come in and stop letting families being ripped apart by these YNs? I guarantee you Trump is going to rip less families. He's probably going to bring families together like he did in D.C. Like, I'm about to just break down every lie this dude is saying right here. Brandon Johnson got to be the worst mayor ever behind Tiffany Henyard. All of them are in it for the money. At least Tiffany Henyard was up front with her shit. Brandon Johnson is hiding behind lies. This dude is a straight fraud.
Pushback against White House plans to send ICE agents or even National Guard troops into Chicago. Taking a page from Trump and signing this executive order, largely symbolic, requiring federal agents wear body cameras and uniforms and show their faces, declaring Chicago police will remain locally controlled.
We may see militarized immigration enforcement. We may also see National Guard troops. This president continues to go well beyond the bounds of the Constitution.
Trump citing crime in Chicago, pointing to 6 homicides last weekend, even as killings are down about 30% this year. Writing on Truth Social, the weak and pathetic governor of Illinois just said he doesn't need help in preventing crime. He is crazy. He better straighten it out fast, or we're coming.
They're just looking to invade the city of Chicago. This is a part of his plan to do something really nefarious, which is to interfere with elections in 2026.
That's what I'm talking about right there. This has nothing to do with elections. That's what y'all are on. Y'all are projecting y'all own stuff onto Trump. Trump can't run again. Trump is not worried about another election. What Trump is worried about is setting a legacy. It's being known for results. That's the difference. Y'all don't want results. All y'all Democrats, liberals don't want results. And I'm not talking about the regular people that are Democrat and liberals. I'm talking about the elected officials. This is a industrial complex that they got set up. They are profiting off of crime. So guess what? If Trump comes in and stops the crime, that stops their money making machine. They have nothing else to push all these programs stop. Just like in DC, if Trump keeps doing what he's doing in DC, you don't need programs to fight crime, because guess what? The government did it. And that's the thing. You shouldn't need social programs for crime. You shouldn't need social programs from the government to feed the people. That's socialist policy. This is America. This is a capitalist country. And what Trump is doing is capitalism. He's using the government for what it's supposed to be for. The government is supposed to make the areas safe so that free market can happen, so that people can come in and start businesses and operate safely. But when you got the government that's trying to control crime, guess what? They're being a business too. It's just not a business that benefit the people. It only benefit them, and the people suffer because of it. That's the class divide right there. The people who are in poverty, most people who are in poverty don't have the knowledge to understand what's going on. That's why they're in poverty. And these liberals like this, Brandon Johnson, Pritzker, they're sitting here taking advantage of these people, and then they feed them rhetoric like Trump is trying to come attack you. And then they jump on the side with the liberals and go against Trump, who is really trying to help. I'm sorry, DC is the blueprint. And when the mayor, when she had to come out and acknowledge it, that told me everything I needed to know. Those are the results I was looking for.
He wants to have troops on the ground.
The operation could be based out of North Chicago. Naval Station Great Lakes is set to host federal ICE and Homeland Security agents. It's unclear if the National Guard will join, and using the Guard for domestic crime could be unconstitutional.
He cannot use the National Guard to enforce immigration law, because in order to federalize the National Guard, there has to be an insurrection, or we must be under some kind of invasion or rebellion in order to justify that.
So you don't consider these YNs and these gangs that's taking over the city a rebellion? That's exactly what the crime is. It's a rebellion. It's on a mass scale. And see, that's subjective. When they sit here and say that Trump is going against the Constitution, no, Trump is finding rules and laws on the books, and he's using them. And guess what? You have the courts. That's why the courts are there. The courts are the ones who determine, not these politicians, not Brandon Johnson, not Pritzker. They don't determine what's constitutional, unconstitutional. The courts do. So if there's a law there, Trump says, hey, let's use this law. And then Brandon Johnson or Pritzker can challenge it in the court, and then the court determines. But because y'all don't understand this, I'm talking about a lot of the liberals and people who are emotional or haven't studied. If y'all don't know this, then y'all take everything y'all hear as Trump is going against the Constitution or he doesn't like America. No, he's going and finding laws, and he's activating them, which a lot of presidents before him didn't do, because they're too busy sucking up to the people, giving them what they want instead of what they need. Trump is trying to get a country what it needs. And when you give somebody or something or a country what it needs, it doesn't look pretty, because you want what's pretty. You probably need what's not pretty. Like you want sugar, but you probably need vegetables if you're 300 pounds. And that's what America's going through. America's 300 pounds right now, needs to lose weight, but they still want to eat ice cream at 3 a.m. instead of having Trump come in with vegetables. Like, here's your broccoli. Here's your green beans. We cutting out your carbs. And right now, crime in America is the carbs. And the liberals want more carbs. Trump is like, no, we're cutting out the carbs and we're going to go lean protein. That's as simple as I can make it. If y'all on the fence about who's doing what, look at the results. Stop looking at your fucking feelings and look at the results. Because the results is what matter. When Brandon Johnson just sat up here talking about we don't want grandmothers disappearing and all that, what you think these YNs are doing to people's grandmas? They don't disappear. They lose their life right in front of you in the middle of the street in mid daylight. I don't know why y'all can't see that. And the people of Chicago, a lot of the people, they're not just whites. These are black people, hood niggas talking about, I need the National Guard to come in and make this safe. Even some of the YNs are tired of it. And guess what? I'm going to end this video with one of the YNs talking about it. I got y'all on this. All right. Check this out. Y'all subscribe. Check out this last clip. And then we out of here.
Liberals in Chicago have the privilege of being able to say that we don't need the National Guard here in Chicago. They have the privilege of saying that because they keep themselves in their careful bubbles of Lincoln Park, Wicker Park. They stay up in some of the northern areas and they go and frolic at the beach, playing volleyball and pickleball and tennis in these areas where it's clean. There's minimal crime. Of course you feel like we don't need the National Guard because you've never stepped foot on the actual South and West side. Elitist, progressives, and leftist white Chicagoans have the privilege of not needing the National Guard in order to feel safe in their communities. They walk out their door in the morning with their babies to go get a quick coffee and their kid on a scooter with a helmet. That's privilege. That's the same privilege that you claim you want to be a part of unpacking and getting away from. It's the yuppie white women in Chicago who want to scream about Trump being fascist, yet they keep themselves carefully, safely tucked away in Lincoln Park. Come to Woodlawn. And not the cute part. No, go past 63rd. Come to Auburn Gresham. Chatham. Inglewood. Get on your scooter there. And do it about 7 o'clock. Okay. If you're not going to do that, mind your business.